Hello everyone and welcome back. Sunday morning. Every morning I get a chance to, I try to get out here and run one tank of gas through the chainsaw and cutting wood. Yesterday I did it, but I didn't film it, and I got the old pile finished and started on this one. Came out again and did it this morning. You guys are destroying the whole thing in there. Luckily they only have, I'm gonna have to cut that wire out. I had to cut the wire out on the other side about a week and a half ago. They are really trying to get the metal bent up. About 2 more weeks and you guys are no longer living here. Look at how they're digging underneath the fence. I brought all that wood that I just grabbed up here last fall and just piled it there, but a lot of it was pretty wet. Now it's had all season to dry out. You come in here and it'll dry out even more. It'll be perfect for... Melissa was just asking if I had wood out here for this cook stove, and I said yeah, there's a bunch, and there was, but I added the stuff that I cut up, I don't know, probably a month ago at least now, the diamond willow that had broken over by the chicken coop, and get all this in here. Just trying to get a few things done before winter. I got everything cleaned up over there, and where I'm going to stack about 3 rows of wood in the back. Let's see here, but where I was going to put the calf, I have room in there for about 3 rows of wood. I'm going to put some wood in there. So all that's cleaned up. Everything over there got picked up. Yeah, things are looking better. Melissa's in there making it's like almost like lasagna, but it's ravioli things. Smells really good in there, using her homemade tomato sauce. So it smells like pizza in there is what it smells like. I want to go out and get that SD card out of the camera. I think it's been 3-4 days now. Then I pop out and I put fuel in the buggy, and then it started raining. There's been a few little drops here and there today, but let's see, it says showers in the vicinity. 87% chance of a 1/10 of an inch. Just got one little line coming through. Well, they ate all the grain that I threw down, and they've made a little more progress on that block. I should have brought some more grain out. Well, I have to pull the files off the SD card and then come back out to put it back in, because I don't have two that are the right gigabytes for the camera to take, so I can bring some more out. And we should see some video this time also. Now it's starting to really rain. I should have waited a few more minutes. Well, there was 123 video clips on that SD card, and it looks like there's those main two, which are two big does that come in there, and then towards the end there was a doe and a fawn, and if you looked in the one, the fawn is still trying to nurse off mom, but mom's not letting her. She backed up and wouldn't let the calf. I'm so used to cows. The fawn, which now has no spots or anything, it's, you know, 3/4 tall, wouldn't let her get underneath them, get underneath her. So I'm gonna grab a bucket of grain. I'm gonna grab 4 apples, and I've got the SD card cleared now, and I'm gonna run back out there and put it in. I got them 4 little apples. Pulled these are cobs of corn that we never ate out of the garden. That one has some worms in it. 4 of these, or maybe 5, this little one. And then I got the corn, and then I have some of the dairy mixed in there. 1 scoop of dairy underneath in the middle here. I pulled these things out because I need to dig all the potatoes up, put them in a single layer in these things, and then bring them down in the basement and stack them. I was just talking to Melissa, and I've got to get the acorn squash out of here. I see the rabbits have been chewing on that, and all the butternut squash has to come out too. Melissa said that I was just in there, and she said she was watching a video that you can butternut squash, so she might do that with some of it. I will come back in a couple of days and check it out. It's Thursday afternoon right now. I've been so busy this week. I've worked every day and we just had a lot of stuff. I had to go get a whole bunch of feed this morning. I just haven't had a chance to film anything. I had a couple of the collaboration videos that I'm working on because now holiday season is coming up, so there'll be a few more of them. But I thought I'll take you along on my run this afternoon and we'll see some of the fall colors. A lot of places up here in northern Minnesota, the leaves are already off the trees, but you can still see, I mean, I don't see color very good, but you can still see a lot of like bright greens or golds. We've had a couple more nights where we had frost overnight. It got down to about 30. Today isn't bad. I think it was 58 degrees. But it's cloudy. We've had a little bit of rain here and there this morning. Gordy's Hi Hat, which is right there, they closed for the season. I think they closed October 6th, and they won't open up again until spring. My round trip run this afternoon is 3 hours. I'll just turn the camera on once in a while and you guys can see the colors. A lot of this ride, the road is pretty rough, so I don't turn it on then or the camera's going to be shaking like this all over the place. morning, girl. Well, we finished chores. Brandon's been hauling wood. Not a whole lot more. I think maybe 2 more. Finish that row out and maybe 2 more rows, and that'll be about it for this building. After that gets filled up, we'll come over and finish this. We won't fill this last part where the calf is, so we have that all winter. What are you doing? You gonna slobber all over my lens? Get that filled up, and then I think by then all of that last year's load will be cut up. I don't even think it'll fill this up. This will be the first year that I'll have over 12 cord all cut up, stacked. Because remember, the first year filled up this one and I had 1 stack along the side of the building here. And then last year we built this and that over there, and I don't think I had any in the actual woodshed. So it'll be different this year. It'll be interesting to see how long that goes. I mean, I can't cut enough and put it in these buildings enough to last the whole winter. So I'll still have some stacked out here, but at least there'll be a whole bunch of it that's under some sort of a roof, not getting covered with snow. So tomorrow morning, I think I'll go out and cut a tank full of gas through the chainsaw. I need to get a hay bale put in with the 2 calves. And we'll see where the day takes me. I think the birds are in, so I can shut this up for the night. You ducks going in today, or are you staying out? Okay, everyone. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Melissa, ever since we got done with chores, she's been in there. She's doing all this fermenting of different stuff. And she's in there doing that now. Get these birds put in. I want to get the potatoes pulled out tomorrow, hopefully, and the carrots all have to come out. She's going to ferment some of them, and some of them have to go into storage, like the potatoes. So it's going to be a busy weekend. I'm going to cut some more wood tomorrow, too. Winter is on its way. I'll see you guys on the next video.